Chapter 14, The Wave House. A Passage of Time. Shot A. Art and Joe are at the Cape, looking at 10-foot waves peeling off the river mouth. Shot B. Via is at the Pro Surfers season-end banquet. She is holding up a big trophy that says Rookie of the Year. The audience is applauding and the cameras are flashing. Shot C. Erika is showing Art a beautiful building with curves in it. She is using hand gestures and pointing to the sky. Shot D. Art and Erika are laying in the grass, holding hands and looking at the curved building. Shot E. Art is surfing a 6-foot wave with no one out in the water. Shot F. Via is surfing a 6-foot wave in a contest. Shot G. Erika is showing a college architect project. The building model has curves that resemble waves and swells. Shot H. Art and Erika are sitting on surfboards in the water. It is dark. They are looking up to the full moon and the stars. Shot I. Via has reached celebrity status and is signing autographs at a surf shop. One of the kids hands her a Surfer magazine with her picture on the cover. A caption reads, "Via Franco clinches world title in her second year on the tour." Via reflects on the picture, smiles proudly, and signs it. Shot J. Art is dressed up in a black gown and cap. He is holding up his college diploma in one arm, and the other arm is around Erika. In the background is a huge banner that says, Class of 1990. Fade 2. The current year is 1990, and we pick up where we left off in the story. The Wave House. Interior, Erika's living room, day. Art and Erika are sitting on a couch holding hands. In the other corner of the room are some travel bags stuffed tightly with clothes and surfboards wrapped in a board bag. It's a very solemn atmosphere in the house. They are both trying to put the event that's about to transpire in the back of their minds. Erika, ever since we first got together, I knew this day was going to come. It just seems like 2 years was too far away to worry about. And here it is, the day you moved to the islands. Erika embraces Art. I don't want you to go. A tear runs down her cheek. Art, you've made me the happiest guy on the earth. I love you so much, and nothing makes me feel sadder than leaving you. But I made a promise to myself that I would not stay back for any reason. Art with an unwavering look of determination on his face. Art, I just have this fear. If I compromise on my dream, it's going to lead to compromising other things in my life. And next thing you know, I'll be 50 years old, living inland with a big beer gut, watching a football game on TV, and remembering when I used to surf. To me, that's my worst nightmare. Erika, I know, but it still doesn't stop the ache in my heart. Art, I'm going to miss you so much. Art embraces Erika. Erika reaches over the couch and picks up an architectural model of a miniature house in the shape of a wave. The miniature house is very small and fits in the palm of her hand. She gives it to Art. Erika, I made this for you. It's your perfect little beach house. Art, it's beautiful. It's our little beach house. Maybe one day you can build it and we can live there. Erika, I would love that. Art and Erika hug again. It's a despairing moment for both of them. Erika breaks free from the long embrace. Erika, it's time. We've got to go to the airport. Dissolve 2. Interior, car, day. Erika is driving Art to the airport. It's a very sad time for both of them. Neither one is talking. Art is coming to the realization that he is leaving behind the place he grew up, his friends, his family, and the girl he loves. He is taking it hard. Erika drives to the beach for a final goodbye to the waves. They get out of the car and walk to the beach. Joe, Devo, Ledge, and Tuna are all hanging out at the picnic table waiting for him. Art gets a bit choked up and tries to smile. Ledge walks up to Art and hands him a fashion illustration. It's a colored sketch of Via, Art, Joe, Devo, Tuna, and Ledge, all hanging out on the beach with their surfboards. Ledge, this is so you don't forget about us. Art takes the illustration, looks at it, and gets choked up. Art, it's all my friends. It's a masterpiece. Ledge, every surfer dreams of moving to the islands. Few have the guts to do it. You're making it happen. We're all so proud. Art looks at everyone with tears down his face. Art, you're the best friends that anyone could have. It's not going to be the same without you. Art walks over with his arms wide open and corrals everyone together in a giant group hug. Everyone has tears coming down their faces. Dissolve 2. Interior, plane, day. Art looks out the airplane window. All he can see is miles and miles of blue ocean. He turns back in his seat and continues to write a letter on a food tray in front of him. The miniature wave house is also on the food tray. A narration of the letter takes place. Dear Erika, as I sit on this plane, it all of a sudden hits me that I'm headed for a strange land that I've never seen before, and I'm leaving behind someone I dearly love. It puts a very hollow feeling in my stomach as I get closer and closer to my destination. As I face the overwhelming challenge ahead of me, I say to myself, what am I doing here? It's going to be just me, my bags, and my surfboards. Will I be able to make new friends? Will the local surfers accept me? Will I be able to find a place to live or even get a job? What about the friends I've left behind? My family, my sense of being, and especially you. Will I just be another fading memory, slowly to be forgotten? All of this because I have to find out what my limitations are in the surf and in the ocean. My whole life I've dreamt about it. Today it's coming true. And all I know is my heart feels empty and is aching for you. And I think to myself, is it worth it? Captain Voiceover, the plane will be landing in approximately 15 minutes. The weather is partly cloudy and 78 degrees. I hope you've enjoyed your flight on Moteri Airlines. Art finishes writing his letter. I love you. Dissolve 2. Exterior, airport day. Art's plane lands on the tarmac. A series of shots. Shot A. Art is strapping his surfboards on top of the rental car. There are palm trees and tropical foliage in the background. Shot B. Art is heading down a 2-lane road. The ocean is on the right side, and the green tropical mountains are on the left side. Shot C. Art is standing at the edge of a vertical cliff that is about 200 feet above sea level. From this vantage point, he has a 180-degree view of the jungle-like cliff that leads directly to the clear blue ocean. To the right is a black lava rock point, which also ends at the ocean. The crystal clear water is dotted with brown coral reefs, which are sharply contrasted with the white sandbars that lie in between them. A little further offshore, the waves are breaking perfectly over the reef. The waves have 6 to 10 foot faces, and there are about 5 people out. Art is watching them surf. Shot D. Art, with a surfboard under his arm, is walking down a shady trail on a very steep cliff. The cliff has been totally overrun by tropical vegetation, which blocks out any view of the sky or the ocean. Occasionally, there will be a small opening in the densely green vegetation that brings in a ray of sunlight and a view of the blue ocean below. The trail becomes steeper, and man-made steps are carved into the trail. Art carefully walks down the steps until he reaches a spot where the cliff goes completely vertical. A rope is attached to a tree that dangles over the side. He grabs the rope, turns around, precariously balances himself with the surfboard under his arm, and descends down the rope. At the bottom, the trail subsides to a flatter grade. Art is walking along the shady trail as it leads out to the sunlit beach. He puts his surfboard down underneath a shade tree, takes his shirt off, darts to the beach, straps his leash on, and paddles out to the lineup. The water is so clear, all the intricacies of the reef can be seen underneath him as he paddles. Shot E. Art is sitting on his surfboard in the lineup. He's taken in the whole scenery. In the foreground, he sees the sea level perspective of the cliff and the black lava rocks. The waves have 8 to 10 foot crystal clear faces and are breaking left. A set approaches, and he catches his first wave in the islands. He drops into a 10-footer and screams down the bottom, setting up for a backside off the lip. He does the off the lip, drives down the face, does another backside off the lip, and pulls out of the wave. Art starts paddling back out to the lineup with an extremely stoked expression on his face as a local Polynesian girl drops in on a wave in the foreground. She rides the wave with style and grace. Shot F. An aerial shot of Art surfing a wave to perfection. It shows the color of the clear blue water, the black lava rocks, and the green tropical cliffs. Dissolve 2. Art is sitting at the lineup. 2 local Polynesian surfers are mumbling in pidgin English. They are looking and laughing at Art. Art has a look of complete happiness as he absorbs his new magical surroundings. He has no idea they are talking to him. Local number 1 stares Art down. Local number 1, "Hey, howly!" Art does not hear him. He is still in his state of utter joy. Local number 1, "Hey, howly! I'm talking to you!" Art hears him this time and snaps out of his nirvana. Local number 1, "Either go inside or go outside, but get out of my face." The 2 local surfers start laughing at Art. Not quite knowing what to do, Art smiles and paddles further outside. A set of waves come in, and the 2 local surfers scurry to catch them. The local surfers each catch a wave and completely annihilate it. From Art's perspective, he sees the back of the wave where the local surfers are appearing and disappearing each time they do an off the lip. Another local surfer, Kimo Pakala, paddles up to Art. Kimo, hey, don't worry about them, brothers. Just stay out of the way and you'll be fine. Art, thanks. Kimo, no worries, brah. Another set of waves come in, and Kimo takes off on the first one and fires down the line. Art takes off on the second one and follows suit. Exterior, beach, day. Art walks up to a shade tree where his clothes are and sets a surfboard down on an exposed root. Kimo is sitting nearby, and Art walks over to Kimo. Art, I hope you guys can handle another surfer on the island. Kimo, hey brah, there's always room for a good surfer like you. Kimo extends his hand and Art shakes it. My name is Kimo. Glad to meet you. I'm Art. Kimo, you did the right thing by not causing a ruckus with those two mokes, 'cause they pound Hallie's heads and eat them for breakfast. Art, yeah, I've heard stories about guys like that. Kimo, believe every one of those stories and don't forget them. Hey, but don't think we're all like that. Most of us are filled with plenty of aloha. So, how long are you visiting? Art, I got here a few days ago, and I'm planning on living here permanently. Kimo, welcome. You found a place to live? Art, no, not yet. Kimo, a good friend of mine needs a roommate. I give you the number. Art, thanks. Kimo, there's also a bulletin board next to the grocery store. There's all sorts of ads for getting jobs, cars, and surfboards. If it's for sale, it's on that board. Art, cool. Kimo gets a stick and writes the telephone number and the name Aiko in the sand. He picks up his surfboard, walks to the path, and disappears into the jungle. Dissolve 2. End of Chapter 14. The Wave House. This is Mark, the author of The Bond Between Surfers. I'm creating a surfing grassroots effort to make this book into a feature-length film. Help support the project by purchasing the book, ebook, or audiobook. All proceeds will go to funding the film. Then one day, you'll be sitting in the movie theater, looking up at the big screen, and you can proudly say, I bought the book and made this movie. For more info, check out my website, tbbsurf.com. Thanks for your support.